Hey, it's me, Nick again. I am making another video so I can show you how to make, or just give you an example of some of the packers that I've made. I made them, designed them a little bit. I've seen others make them, and I've seen other people's designs, and I've actually tried making them because I couldn't buy them. So I tried to make them, and I tried to research, and I tried to look for every single way that I can possibly make them because I didn't have money to buy a real one. So I decided to make them. I hope you can bear with me and I can show you some of these designs. Not all of them are finished, not all of them are completed, but they're the best I got for now. Here, check it out. Okay, here is the first design that I thought was kind of cool. I know other people have made them, so this is not originally mine. But I figured some of you would like to see it, maybe like to, make it yourself. With these, it's pretty, all of these right here are different sizes. This one's a little too big. I messed up really big on this one. It was too big, and it's kind of crooked. I kind of got it all wrong, so I'll never use this one, but it's an example. Here's another one that I made where the balls are a little too small. As you can see, it looks a little, this looks a little too big, those look a little too small. I tried this one, tried making this one. This one looks like a pretty good one, a little crooked. These were made out of boxers. And then this one is totally crooked, but I tried making it. The only big problem with these ones that I've tried making is the flap right here. Right here's the flap. I sewn it right here, but right here's the flap because I never learned how to tuck and pull, so these didn't go inward. All four of these are actually stuffed with Crafter's Choice, and it's really good. You can make dolls out of this and everything, so that should be good for if you want to make packers. The first design for these that I've tried making, here's one. This one is a pretty sized one. There's another one right here. This one's small, and this one is a little bit wider than this one is. And that is this design right here. And that's number one. That's those ones right there. With making these ones, you also need to make the balls, which with these ones, I prefer this one right here because it gives you a little bit more to work with. Because when you sew, you don't know how much of this you're sewing. So you never know exactly what it's going to look like. These are smaller ones right here. There's a little small one. This one really didn't work out well. This one's okay. And then there's these ones too. This one's a little too wide, a little too, short. This one's a little bit bigger, but I really like this one, except for I got to work on this one a little bit more. When using to make packers, remember to always use this right here. This is the most important thing you'll ever use because you have to measure everything from these to this to like everything that you're ever making. You have to use this. And the best, you can either hand sew these with needles. You can hand sew them, which might take you a little bit longer, or you can use a sewing machine, which will make this a lot easier. But if you slip up or if you mess up, it kind of makes it a little bit wrong. I mean, you can keep trying. You can use this, very thin, and it works economically, but if you don't feel comfortable with it, you can try yarn, a thicker. But this can't go on the sewing machine, so you have to hand sew with this. If you want these to be thicker, you could try that. I've tried it a few times on a few ones that I've made. There's another design that I've made. That's this one right here, and it looks like this. With this one, I made it like this, and it's a pretty good one, except for this is what you're going to do, is you're going to make this size right here, and then you're going to flip it over. You're going to sew on your measurements, so right all the way down to here. Leave a little bit extra right here. you can stuff it, and then with this one you have to make 2 of these, because you're going to have to sew both of them all the way around and leave this part open. But you do this and cut this part, and then sew it on both sides to each other. After you stuff this, sew this. And what I've thought about is trying to put this through here, and then you would sew it in the back. I haven't tried it out, so that's another experiment that I'm trying, so I hope that works out. Here's another demo that I've tried, and it looks like that. Not much, but it's something that I'm trying to figure out. Here's 2 different sizes. This one's a little bit bigger, this one's a little bit smaller. What you're going to do is make 2 of these and 2 of these. You would sew all through the whole thing right here, all through this line right here. And then you'd have to cut right here in the opening on one side. Cut an opening. And then you would stuff it with this stuff. Kind of scrunchy. Stuff that into here. And then what you're going to need to do is hand sew it. And then after you hand sew it and get it all nice and good, then you flip this over, and there it is. The only thing is this one's a little bit big. This one looks a little bit more nicer when you flip it over. That one looks a little bit more nicer. It's not so big, but you also have to do your measurements on how big you want these to be. I hope you enjoyed my little show and tell here. I hope you like it. I have more to come. I have to still try the demos, so I hope you like this, and I hope this is not my last video. Okay? Bye.